talk to you today a little bit about what I do. I think some people get a bit confused about what communications is and what a communications consultant does. And that's probably due to the fact that it is quite vague and different communications and consultants do different things. But what I love to do is I really enjoy, and this is a bit geeky, but I really enjoy like strategizing and pulling apart marketing strategies that have been put in place and actually sort of getting a bit deeper and immersing myself in the brand, really getting to know and understand your customers and making sure that all of the messaging that you're putting out in all of the pieces of marketing that you do, whether that be press releases or newsletters or your website copy, social media posts, all of that, making sure that those messages are really tapping into your target audience, and that they sing, but also that your brand voice is really strong and coming through. So businesses that I've worked with in the past often have some sort of marketing plan or marketing strategy in place, but often that kind of focuses on the more tactical side of marketing and communications. So that's the, this many blogs written a month, and however many social media posts, etc., which is great, but often I find there's a piece of work before that kind of gets sort of glazed over because no one really wants to spend the time doing it, and that's the bit I love doing. So that's the real sort of, setting yourself some objectives for your communications and marketing. And I always used to sort of groan at setting objectives. I just want to get things going and do stuff. But actually, it's a really important part of the entire process. And then actually developing and working on your audience personas, your target audience, so you really understand their pain points, so that whatever it is that you are marketing or communicating about, making sure that it really sits well with them and speaks to them, and that it sells you basically. So if you have a solution to that customer's pain point, it's going to become really obvious and people are just going to want to buy it. And a big part of the sort of communication strategy side of things. So you've got your audience personas, but then you've also got, your messaging and making sure that you have your kind of tagline, but also your elevator pitch type thing. What do you do? What is it? And then making sure that you have messaging that works for all of your key audiences and that speaks to them. And that's kind of the stuff that I really enjoy doing. It's about telling stories, which you probably hear a lot. That's what communications and marketing is all about. There's that great quote about the best kind of marketing is when you don't realise that it's marketing. And it's all about having conversations. But the bit that I love to do the most is pulling that all together and making sure that tone of voice is right, that your brand has a personality and that is coming through in your messaging, and then it's getting into this is why we then all of our marketing tactics fall out of that, so that you're not wasting time writing blogs for people that you're not even sure are the right people that would be reading the blogs or won't find anything useful from reading those blogs. There's a lot of activity you can do, and often it can be wasted effort. And when you're a small business and your time is precious, you want to make sure that everything that you're creating is tapping into those key audiences with the right messaging and reaching them at the right time. So yeah, that's what I do. So if you need any help or want to talk strategy, that's my bag. I'd love to work with organisations that are really keen to do good in the world that have a beating heart, have a strong purpose, and that you've got a mission and a vision that's clear. And even if it's not that clear, that's something I can help you with as well. So yeah, give me a shout.